Hello everybody, this is a rogue guide of how I play rogue, and this is level 70 twink. So level 70 twink rogue guide. First talents, I want to show you what I did not get and why. I'm combat PvE and sub PvP. I normally go PvE and sub 2 though. Don't like combat. Relentless strikes is 7% chance to per combo point to restore 25 energy. I don't really care for that when I could put it in something else, since you only get a max of like your first 70 levels of points. I don't know how many it is. I may be wrong though. It's just how I play, and I think I do pretty good. And it's initiative, I don't know how to pronounce it, sorry. 50% chance to add an additional combo point to your target when using ambush gear or cheap shot. I just don't think that's the best. I don't find myself needing that extra combo point. I seem to already have it when I go into PvP. Like when I go into battle, because if I use ambush, I get 2 combo points. Then I basically spam backstabbing or hemorrhage, and I have enough. So I just don't find it useful in my playstyle. In developing shadows, I don't. Not very many people use AoE or area effect attacks. I think in PvP or arenas, and this is my arena, I use this as an arena spec mainly, and I don't see them using, like, I don't see very many people use area effect attacks. And Fiend's ability, I don't use it at all. I only got 1 of 3 in here because it wouldn't let me take all 3 out. So, and I guess the recoup, also restoring 4 energy, is pretty good since you always use recuperate. In glyphs, you want hemorrhage, shadow dance, ambush, and you don't want sprint there. You want gudge. I think gudge. Maybe preparation, which actually you don't use smoke bomb. And kick, like, you wouldn't use it just for kick, so I don't think. And vanish, I guess maybe good. Down here, I have bird speed for Athery Basin, so I can walk on the water and get away from something. And you might want safe fall if you need to jump off of, like, I don't know what. And so, yeah, this is what my sub spec was, because this was my sub spec, but I changed my off spec to PvP because this was PvE sub, and I need to change it back to PvE sub. Okay, now gems and enchants, and gear you'd want. For arenas, I use the Slayer feet, pants, and I'm hoping for the belt soon. And I use Shadowed Gauntlets of Heroism. I forget where you get that. And then I also use Slayer's Bracers. And then the rest, I have the PvP pieces. So my gun, I use one from a Karazhan, I believe, and Sunwell trinket and the PvP trinket. This is also from Sunwell. Okay, what you want a gem, 21 agility, and if you can get that, a 21 crit. You also want a 20 agility on basically everything, but if you can't get 20 agility, I suggest 10 agility, 10 resilience, 8 agility, 8 resilience is also good. I put 8 resilience, 12 stamina, but you need 8 resilience, 8 agility, or 10 agility, 10 resilience, 20 agility. I have 8 agility, 8 crit, 8 agility, 8 haste, because I couldn't get a resilience one at the time, and I couldn't get 10 agility, 10 resilience either. And I think the only one that I have 20 agility in is this, because I can't, I'm poor as crap on this server. So, yeah. I'm lucky I even have this character. So, 16 agility, you want the 22 agility one, or if it's not 20, it's 22. And actually, the enchant up here, you want 12 stamina or 18 stamina, 20 resilience, and 30 stamina, 15 resilience. 8 all stats, and then I have 14 agility in there. And if you can't afford 20 agility, but you want to stack only agility, you can go 14 or 12 agility. And if you don't want to stack 8 agility, 8 resilience. 20 agility, 38 attack power. I think there might be an agility one. I think I need 20 agility, 38 attack power. Your weapons, you want mongoose and or titanium weapon chain. When I didn't have that dagger, I used this. So, and I have 2 mongooses now. I don't think you should enchant or put a scope on a gun or bow, and really you should be using a thrown weapon. I just didn't have it. I mean, like, this had more agility, and I just needed more agility at the time. This, I think, is the BIS for rogue trinkets. And then that is not the BIS. That is probably not the BIS. Slave's boots, I have 12 hit, 12 crit. And what you probably want is the 15 stamina and minus speed increase. I have 30 stamina, 10 agility, and for my PvP legs, which I don't use as PvP anymore, or in PvP, it's 55 attack and 15 crit. Belt, you want the belt buckle, I forgot what the name of it was. And then I put 16 resilience, and you could also use a 12 agility, 14 agility, 20 agility, 8 agility, 8 resilience. One of those. And in my gloves, I have 20 agility. I think that's the best enchant for gloves there is. Then I have 12 agility, 10 agility, 10 resilience. Now, as you can see, I don't have the socket bonuses. Most people won't, because you need agility over like everything. The poisons I use are round poison, which causes 254 nature damage and reduces all healing effects used on them for 25 seconds. 25% for 15 seconds, I mean. And crippling poison, which has a 50% chance of poisoning the enemy, slowing their movement speed by each strike has a 50% chance of poisoning the enemy and slowing their movement speed by 70% for 12 seconds. These may not be the best. There might be a better one. I just use these. I think that they're the best for me in my game, how I play. Okay, so now your attacks and spells. You always want to open up with a premeditation and recuperate, so you can keep your health up. And then you want to use cheap shot or ambush. You will start off with shadow step, cheap shot or ambush. Then and if it's a spellcaster, I use Garrett just to silence him. Then you'll want to use backstab and hemorrhage. You can rotate, just use backstab or just use hemorrhage until you have enough. Then you want to use kidney shot if you don't use it in the beginning, and then get enough for rupture and eviscerate, and just like, rotate between these three. And then you want to use cloak of shadows if your health is down, and sprint for an extra vanish technically, since you don't have any snares. Normally it lets you go into stealth again. Vanish when you're about to die. Then you want to do when you vanish, you're gonna do premeditation and recuperate if your health is low. Then shadow step, ambush. I would not use cheap shot if it's in the middle of a fight. And use that to get your sprint and vanish back up. Shiv to instantly put your poisons on, and it's a guarantee to put your poison on. And it also rewards 1 combo point. Dismantle. You have to dismantle any warrior against. If you're against a warrior, if you're against a warrior, then you have to use dismantle or you lost it. Like you lose the duel, the arena, a battleground. Well, not the whole battleground, but you die in a battleground if you don't use dismantle. Because if with no a warrior, all of their attacks are based on their weapon. If they don't have a weapon, all they can do is punch, and yeah, nothing else. I think it might work on a rogue, but I'm not sure. And yeah, I think that's all. Okay. So, I'm missing anything? I guess that's all. Sorry for saying so much during the video if I said it too much. Comment, rate, subscribe. I will probably do another one of these. Bye.